guys. And we're on. Okay, I'm just waiting for y'all to join in. Sorry about that little mess up. And my little doggo is here. Do you want to do yoga with Mama? Do you want to do? You want to sit here? You can sit here, no problem. Hi you guys. I'm so happy you guys have joined in. 10 a.m. today, yoga class, and also a little bit of skin health. We'll just wait for a few of you to join in. Like I said, this is a live after a very, very long time. We're going to talk about how to maintain skin in the summers. This beautiful class is brought to you by Moha. This episode is brought to you by Moha's Save Your Skin campaign. This is the season 2. It's an initiative by Charak Pharma, who's the leading Ayurveda brand in our country today. Summers are here, our skin becomes kind of dry and dull. There's also skin infection possible. So what do we do to save our skin, basically, is what we're going to talk about. We're going to do yoga to save our skin. There are specific asanas that help the skin a lot. I'm going to demonstrate those to you, and hopefully you can follow them with me. And of course later I'll come around and take some questions from you guys. Right now I'm on both the handles, on my handle as well and on the Moha Live handle. So we'll get started in just a couple of minutes. I want a few more of you to join in. In the meantime, let me just tell you that these live sessions are around for the next few weekends. I'm going to be doing 4 live sessions as a yoga expert, and there is also going to be a dermatologist, Dr. Malvika Kohli, and there's also going to be Dr. Manisha, who's an Ayurvedic doctor. So every weekend there's going to be these wonderful master classes for you guys, thanks to Moha. Thank you, Moha, so much for getting me live after such a long time. And yeah, so let's going to give you a few asanas that you can do to get your skin healthy and ready for the summers. I'll also tell you a little trick that I have, what I do every day to keep my skin. You guys keep telling me how do I have a glow all the time, etc., right? So that's why. And let's get started, I guess. So tomorrow's live session is with Dr. Malvika Kohli on her handle and also on the Moha Live handle at 4:30 p.m. So do join it. And this weekend, all the Moha products are on discounts, and you can avail the discounts. You just go onto their page called moha.co.in and you can avail the discounts. So without further ado, I think let's just start the live. And let's start it with a chant of Om. I'm going to do a practice with you guys. I'm calling it the Glow Flow. So we're just going to do a quick 15-20 minute practice to get the blood moving around, to get that little glow on the skin, because we need the endorphins to come to release in the body. We need to break into a little bit of sweat, a little bit of I wouldn't say cardio as such, but yes, we're going to start with a few Surya Namaskars and then go into a little flow and then do specific asanas. So something that's really worked for me in terms of skin, I've had not very good skin when I was growing up, all through my 20s, even 30s, I would break out a lot. But I think now I've found my kind of balance, and I feel like there is a lot of natural stuff that I use, which is why this has happened. And we'll talk more about that as well. And let's get started. I think inversions are the go-to for great skin. So we're going to do a few of them, simple ones all the way through. So I'll give you variations as well. So come onto your mat and let's just start the practice with one chant of Om. Just relax down onto your mat. Take a nice deep breath. Close your eyes. Keep your palms facing down on your knees. And take a nice deep breath in and just inflate the belly and go. Two more times, just like this. Welcome to practice. So many guys are asking me so many questions. Thank you so much all you guys for joining in. And I just feel like hi, thank you so much guys for joining in. I hope you all are doing the practice. If not, come along and let's start. We're starting with some Surya Namaskars today to just get, a little bit of warm up going on for our bodies. So let's come to the front of our mats. Feet are about hip distance apart. We're going to be doing the Ashtanga A Surya Namaskar. And bring the palms close to your heart. Pull the kneecaps up. Tuck the tailbone in. Shoulders back. And let's begin. Deep inhale. Up. Look up where the thumbs meet. Exhale. Fold at your hips. And fold forward. If you need to bend the knees, you can do that. Just relax your head here. Now this itself, Uttanasana, is an incredible inversion. Helps really wonderfully to bring all the blood to your face, to your hair, to your head. And then on an inhale, we'll just arch the back, look up into Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, let's take it back, come into a plank. Nice plank. The hips should not sag or be up. One straight line. You can keep your feet a little apart if that helps for you. Now from here, exhale, knees and chin and chest down. Keep the bum up. Inhale and come up into a baby cobra. You see my kneecaps are pulled up. Shoulders are back. Look front. Next exhale, tuck the toes under. Let's come into a downward facing dog. First downward facing dog of the day. Maybe you can give it a bit of a pedal in the knees, in the feet. Suck the belly in. Just push yourself back towards the back body. Allow the shoulders to rotate away from the ears. So your scapula, your shoulder blades are. We'll walk front on an inhale. You can take baby steps and come in the front. Arch the back, look up again into Ardha Uttanasana. Your knees can be bent. Exhale to forward fold again. Feel this inversion. Let it all go. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. No stress in your shoulders or your neck. And then inhale to come up. Look where the thumbs meet. Exhale. You may bend the knees but hinge at your hips and come. Relax down, Uttanasana. Inhale, arch the back, look up. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, take the legs back, come into a plank. Strong plank, not like this or like this. One straight line. Keep the knees active, kneecaps are pulled up. Push the floor away from you. And then from here, knees to the floors. Chin and chest to the floor, bums up. This is called Ashtanga Namaskar. Tuck the toes under. Come into a Bhujangasana. Keep the kneecaps up. Really active. Shoulders down. Exhale, come into a downward facing dog, which is also a beautiful inversion. Go through your checklist that I just said. Maybe your feet look like this, your knees look like this, that's fine. Just push your upper body towards your back body. Your scapula, your shoulder blades spreading apart. Make sure that your knuckles are really pressing into the mat. And from here, walk front, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift, arch the back. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold, keep the shoulders away from the ears, knees can be bent, and then inhale, arms go up, look where the thumbs meet. We do 3 more of this and then start with our flow. So a little bit faster this time. Inhale, take the arms up, look where the thumbs meet. Exhale, Uttanasana, hinge from the hips and head down. Inhale to come up halfway, arch the back. Exhale to come into plank. Now here you can do knees, chin and chest down, or maybe a little advanced version, you want to go Chaturanga, come halfway down. Inhale to come up into Urdhva Mukha or a Cobra. Really arch that back, kneecaps are pulled up. Exhale to go into Adho Mukha Svanasana or downward facing dog. Let's just take 3 breaths here. Knees can be bent, push the upper body towards the back body, really lengthening your spine here, your tailbone going up to the sky. Take another breath here. This is a beautiful inversion again. Blood coursing towards your head. Your skin gets flushed. And then walk or jump into Ardha Uttanasana, arch the back, lift. Exhale into Uttanasana or forward fold. No stress behind the neck, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale and come up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale and down. 2 more just like this. Inhale and up. Exhale. Hinge at your hips. Inhale. Halfway look up. Exhale to walk back to plank. Now from here, either knees, chin and chest down or Chaturanga. Inhale to come into a Cobra, shoulders back, do not shrug them. Kneecaps pulled up. Or you can do a Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Tuck the toes in, go into a downward facing dog. Let's wait here for 3 breaths. Get your checklist right. Your shoulders are away from the ears. Your eyes of the elbows are facing each other. Your scapula goes away from each other, which is your shoulder blades, away from each other. Hips go towards the ceiling. Your feet, even if they're not touching the floor, they're trying to go towards the floor. So energetically, your heels are going towards the floor, even if they're not in real life. It doesn't matter, we'll get there shortly. And then we walk front, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms go up, look where the thumbs meet. Exhale, come back to the heart. One last time and we will get into a flow from here. Inhale and arms go up. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, back into plank. We come down Chaturanga or knees, chin and chest down. Exhale, inhale to come up. Urdhva Mukha or Cobra. Exhale to go back, downward facing dog. Now from here, I want you to lift your left leg up to the ceiling. Inhale. As you exhale, I want you to bring that left knee in the middle of your hands, in the middle of your elbows. We'll do this 3 times. So, inhale and leg goes up. Exhale, leg in. Up. Exhale, in. One last time, inhale. Up. This time, exhale and try and place that foot in between your palms. Even if it looks like this, you can use your hand to bring it up. Beautiful. Now we are in a lunge. We are in a runner's lunge, making sure that we're not opening our hip. So both the hips stay in one line and arms go up. Really working on going low so that it really has an effect on the quadriceps. Now from here we're going to do a little twist. So the right arm goes in the front, left arm goes behind. Bear with me here. Just wait here for 3, 2, 1. Can't lead our arms around. We come into warrior 2. The right arm goes back, left in the front, and sit low. You want to slide right angle here in the front knee not collapsing in. So out, keep the tailbone tucked in and out, look to the front. Don't worry, this is just a little bit more on this leg and then we'll be done. Now I want you to interlock your fingers behind and again do this little inversion here into a humble warrior. Really nice stretch for your arms as well. Get your head down in the inside of the left knee. Stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Inhale to come up. You can straighten that leg. You can maybe give it a shake. Like I said, you are going to sweat a little bit right now. Keep the feet wide. I want your toes to come in and heels to go out slightly. So you're looking pigeon-toed. And then from here, we're only going to go again into a forward fold. Like I said, this is like an inversion flow. It is like a glow flow. You can have your hands, if they reach the floor, nothing like it. If you have a block or a book, you can put your hands on the book as well. I just want your head to really relax here. Keep the kneecaps pulled up so your legs are active. And then from here, take a breath. Place your right palm in a little ahead in the middle of your legs, feet. And we take the, first take the left palm in the middle of your feet. And then we'll take the right arm up. Now I don't want you to move your hips along with it. Keep the hips steady. Only moving the torso. Take a nice twist. If this is enough, stay here. Otherwise, if you want to grab your left front, left foot back, we're going to be doing the same flow on the other side. So I want you to open up. Have the left palm back, right palm in the front. Go deep into the knee. The right knee, don't allow the knee to collapse in, knee in line with the hip, hips are tucked in, tailbone is tucked in, and really strong warrior 2. For 3, for 2, for 1, I want you to now interlock the fingers behind, do the same thing, humble warrior. So your right shoulder is inside of your right knee and your head is relaxing down. Let's open up those arms as well. Give it a little stretch. Even if you're here and here, it's fine. Just do your best. Keep the back leg active. Inhale and come up. From warrior 2, I want you to now come into a lunge. So the back leg, again, the kneecaps are pulled up, yeah? Sit low. Take the arms up to the sky. Keep the left glute strong and active. And then from here, we'll take the right arm in the front, the right arm at the back, and the left arm in the front and do a little twist. You can look wherever you're comfortable, where you can find your balance. If you can, look towards the back hand. And then take both the arms up. Stay here for 3, for 2, for 1. Keep pushing the right hip back and the left front, level the hips. And then hands come down, they frame the right foot. The right foot goes back up to the sky. Inhale, it comes down between the 2 elbows. Exhale, 2 more times. Inhale and go up. Exhale. Inhale, up. Last time. Exhale to stay there. Really good for your core, this one. And then you can place your leg back down. Come into a downward facing dog. Just 3 more breaths here. Let's stay steady maybe in this downward facing dog. No movement. Close your eyes. know this can be a very tough posture for beginners, but it's an incredible inversion, like I said. Great for your skin. And then we come into child's pose, so the knees go down as wide as the mat, the big toes touch, and we're just going to allow our heart to melt towards the floor. So the arms can be right in the front or by the side of your body. Just take child's pose here. Give it a couple of breaths. Release any stress you may have caused. And then inhale to get up. Now we're going to be doing something that you must practice every day if you want great skin. These two postures are like your go-to. Absolutely. The first one that we're doing is Sarvangasana, which is this shoulder stand, also called the candle. Trust me, it's called the queen of yoga poses for a reason, because it has several benefits. So, if by any chance you cannot get into Sarvangasana, you can, and if you have a neck issue, please do not get into Sarvangasana at all. Right, so we're back again. Inhale, take the legs up. Variation for your Halasana plow pose. Making sure that this is in one line, yeah? And of course, do not move your neck. Right, so let's go and stay in Sarvangasana for about 15 breaths. Close your eyes, making sure there's enough gap between your neck and your mat. Push the shoulders down and really the feet are pointing towards the sky, because they really, your legs, your whole energy wants to go up towards the sky. Don't sink down into the mat. You might find your hands coming towards your lower body. You can just pull yourself up and make sure that you're straight, going towards the sky, not collapsing into the mat. Close your eyes and stay there for another 10, 9, 8, breathe, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. If you do this every day for a couple of minutes at least, or maybe sometimes I do this for 15 minutes, you will never suffer from insomnia. Your skin will be radiant as ever. It's just the most incredibly healing posture. Your circulation, your heart, everything will become incredible. Anyway, next one is Halasana. So you hold on to your back and then you bring your feet down. Like I said, either you keep your feet like this, only making sure that you're in a straight line here. Yeah, again, don't move your neck. I'm only doing it because I'm quite proficient at this. If you want to take the full variation, you can let go of the bench or anything that you have and take on the full variation, which then goes like this. You can have your feet, the front of your feet facing on the floor. Interlock the fingers, have your arms here, have the fingers of palms down towards the floor. Really pull the shoulder blades towards each other. Again, the same concept with the neck. Have a little gap. Beautiful inversion here. Don't collapse like this. Kneecaps are still pulled up. Lower body is very active, so is the upper body. Push the shoulders down towards the floor. Beautiful paw posture for your skin. Stay here for 10 minutes every day and really see the magic. It's one of the most healing postures overall. For skin, for hair, for your internal organs, for your circulatory system, for your thyroid, so your lymphatic drainage happening there. Stay here for a few more breaths. Close your eyes, let go of everything. It's a beautiful stretch for your spine as well. And then very slowly bend the knees, one vertebrae at a time. You can hold the back and then come down very slowly. Like I said, if this is not in your practice, you can always do legs up the wall like this. It also has great lymphatic drainage and also gives you tons of benefits. One last thing we're going to be doing, which is also wonderful for your skin, something called as the Yoga Mudra. So I want you to come sit in any comfortable posture, maybe a Sukhasana or then maybe a Padmasana, whatever works for you. Come and sit. And then from here, either you will just hold your hands at the back, if that's available, or then maybe hold your elbows at the back. And one step further, if you all want to take, you can hold both your toes with your peace fingers. Whichever variation you're in, all you want to do is go down and try and touch the head to the floor. Now if the head doesn't touch the floor, you can always take a little bench, you can put pillows, whatever it is that you want, but I want the forehead to touch somewhere. Now this is beautiful for just calming anything that's going on around you, to just we'll go down and we'll wait 10 breaths here. Whichever variation you're taking, whether it's Sukhasana, whether it's just your hands clasped together, or your elbows together, or whatever the variation that I did. Let's just stay there. Close the eyes down, close the entire system down for a little while. There's always so much activity in the brain that we just don't give ourselves the time to wind down. This is the moment to do that. Let's just come down, calm down also. And for another 3, 2, and 1. Inhale and come up, get out of the posture. And if there are any questions now, I would love to see. Exercise for the belly. Right. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Parul. Chakde India. Yes. Marathi Yeta ka. Of course, Yeta. Is there any skin issues that anybody wants to talk about? I'd love to take some questions about yoga or about anything else that you want to talk about. Hi guys, even on the Charak handle there are so many of you who are sort of waving to me. I hope you all enjoyed today's little practice that we did. Also, there is tons of things that we're going to be coming back with. Like I said, there is the dermatologist, there is also an Ayurveda doctor, and there is me who's handling the yoga for these 4 sessions that I'll be doing with Moha Seva Skin, for the Moha Seva Skin campaign. Thank you so much, Moha, for having me here. Now there's something that I want to tell you. Waking up in the morning, what do I do for my skin? So this is something that I have, that I drink every single day. Now this is nothing but amla. We all know amla, Indian gooseberry, which is quite readily available in Bombay or India. So I can't really eat the amla every day, though I'd love to. I just kind of, I just get all like that. So I've devised a way where I grate the amla in the night and I put it in a bottle of water. It's a glass bottle, and then I drink the water in the morning. So I'm going to do that right now. I've kept this for you guys. A little bit of amla that goes in as well, which is great. Also, whatever's remaining here, I put that on my skin because I keep saying I love doing these natural remedies for my skin. So that's what I do. So I'll finish this bottle every day in the morning. And I think amla just works wonders for the skin and hair. It flushes out all the toxins, it purifies your blood. It's a powerhouse vitamin C drink, which means your immunity, which is so important these days, right? It really helps with immunity, and nowadays I'm shooting so much. I think my sleep has gone for a bit of a toss as well. So this is really important for me right now. And I think all of y'all should make this into a habit. So yeah, that's my little pro tip for you. Also for skin, I think because of so much vitamin C, it helps develop collagen in your skin, because as you age, with all the stresses, with all the pollution, collagen, sorry, there was a call coming. So collagen depletes because of all the pollution, the stresses that we live in, and also as you grow older. So this is a Ramban Ilaj. Having said that, again, I think it's wonderful. Like I said, I've been shooting so much these days, and I've got this perfect little face wash for me to take all my makeup off without my skin becoming so dry. So thanks Moha for bringing this to me. It's a herbal face wash. It's got absolutely no sulfates or parabens, so that is godsend. It's sulfate free, paraben free. It's got aloe and rose and cucumber and neem, all the things that will actually just cleanse my skin without leaving it dry, because that's really important for me. So that's absolutely wonderful to have this in my kitty. Also, I think because summers are here and we've got to really take care of the skin, the one thing that one needs to really worry about or take care of is having a good sunscreen, a good SPF sunscreen, and which is why I feel like, this is what Moha has come up with. I think it's absolutely fabulous. It's again, this poor connection, okay, whatever. It's a herbal sunscreen with SPF 50. It really works wonders. It's very light, so you just have to literally like dab into your skin. In fact, even if you're not going out of the house, I would recommend using it even if you're in the house, because there is so much UV damage that our skin sort of suffers with. So sunscreen is a must. It's got herbal ingredients. Again, there's rice bran oil. So yeah, it's a full-on herbal concoction of ingredients which I think work very well with our skin. It nourishes the skin without also making it very dry. So that's a winner for me. And now coming to a little bit of face yoga, like I told you, and that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to give you, there's this little aloe vera gel that I had. Now when I do face yoga, I'm going to be doing a little massage of the skin. You do not do it just with your bare hands without anything on your skin. So of course wash your hands, wash your face before you do this. So this is a beautiful aloe vera gel. It's a non-sticky, very light formula aloe vera gel, and I'm going to use it. Again, it's got aloe, rose and cucumber. You can use it as your daily moisturizer, or like a weekend therapy, like what we're doing with the Moha range. And I'm just going to activate this by just doing this. And now first I just want to take it like this and just spread it all over my skin in very gentle strokes, upward strokes here, right? So I have this on my skin now. Now I'm going to just put 2 fingers here, and with the base of my palm I'm just going to lift my skin like this. We're just targeting this portion right now. So you do this for about 10 to 12 times. See, my elbows are straight. You do this. Really direct your jawline going up, yeah, with the base of this is your support hand, and this is your hand that is moving. So we do that. Then do the other side as well, support hand, and with this, keep going. So again, 10 to 12 on each side for this portion. Now we'll come here onto the cheeks. You want your cheeks that are not sagging down. So I'm going to take my hand back straight, neck straight. I'm going to just put my right arm around and hold. Just go into these little motions here. Do this for about a minute or so on each side. Just keep pulling. It's like a little cardio, I think, for your skin. So just keep pulling your skin up, and there we go. Same thing onto the other side. Take the arm, keep pulling this up. I think this is something that you should do every day, because it's really important to have the muscles of your skin also start working. I mean, I do yoga on the mat every day, so why shouldn't you do that on your skin as well? Because there are muscles on your skin and you need to also train them so that they don't sort of, sag with age and things like that. Okay, so these two portions are done. Next we'll come to our eyes. We have these lines around the eyes, and sometimes that can be quite unsightly. So again, sit up straight, back straight, neck straight, and this is what we'll do. Oh, sorry, I forgot one thing. So when you do this for your cheeks, you need to actually do like a pucker face, like a fish face, because that actually, so let's do this one more time, sorry. So this is what you'll do. And pull the skin up. So really in these motions. And on to the other side. And now coming on to the eyes. Again, we'll hold it like this, and this is what you'll do. Really keep pulling this. Be gentle with your eyes, of course. Again, for about a minute or so, you'll just pull your eyes up. You want the eyes to go really like that, up and not sag down. And then we'll go on to the other side and do that same process. Really take a generous amount because I think the skin pretty much soaks the aloe vera, or if you're using an oil or anything. Just your forehead lines. We will take it up. Normally people keep doing this, but I think the right way to do is take them up like that. And after you finish here, you just take all of this and give this, close your eyes, give it a little rub on your temples, and then let's drain all of that. So your drainage point, your lymphatic drainage is right here under your collarbones. So once all that comes down, bring it down to your collarbone. One more time, bring it down to your collarbone. So really, the easiest way to massage would be take this section first to here, this section next to here, under the eye, if you may, to here. So up and back to here, and then all of it can come down and drain here. That's it, right? Of course, we cannot miss our neck, so we'll just bring, so most people do this and then they end up getting a double chin here, right? So instead of doing this, the right way to do it is pull it down. Bring all this, maybe the fat that is storing, the water retention, all of it coming down here, and release it from here, because this is your lymphatic drainage point. So that was a bit of face yoga. I am going to be back again on a Sunday, I think, next time. 2 weeks from now, 10 a.m. we're going to be doing another session of this beautiful practice. And tomorrow evening at 4:30 p.m. We have Dr. Malvika Kohli coming on the Moha Life and on our handle. She's a celebrity dermatologist, and maybe you can have a look. Maybe she's got some incredible tips for skin, for summer skin for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this session, and thank you for it. Anyway, so thank you, Moha, for bringing me on again, and beautiful products that I've been using and reaping the benefits of. I hope you guys really liked the session today, and what can I say? I'm just really happy to be here. Lots of love to you guys. I want to close this class, but I think we should close with one chant of Om, isn't it? Let's do that. I really want to take some questions, but you're not asking me any questions that I can. You practice Surya Namaskar daily. It's a complete body exercise. Absolutely, Priyanka. It's a daily practice, and I think that even if you do Surya Namaskars every day, it's more than enough. It's a great. I wouldn't want to call it a workout, because I feel like it's a work in. When you keep doing it for so many days, years, months, you actually understand that something inside of you shifts. So I feel like it's a work in than a work out. But yes, for the body, Skin tanning can be taken care of course. You know, use your SPF 50 sunscreen. 100% beautiful session. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Is there any face yoga? Yes, we just did some face yoga. After yoga, what diet do I follow? Now, yes, I'm going to do another video specially for this. I will definitely go on my diet tips as well. Maja aa raha hai. Thank you very much. Any more questions you all have for me? Please say my name. Hi Anjali. Nice session. Thank you so much, Manisha. Thank you so much. Nikita, thank you so much. You all have liked my session. I'm so glad. Bring the camera closer. Yoga Pro, good to see me. Thank you. My skin looks healthy. Thank you so very much. I think it's just about taking care of your skin. I think you all should start yoga for mind and body. Great skin, great hair, great. Thank you, Rachel, for the compliment. Thank you, Nikita. Any more questions? I don't mind taking a couple of questions before I finally say bye. Thank you. Wonderful workout. Thank you, guys. I'm so glad you all liked it. I'll be back again. Thanks to Moha and Charak Pharma. Right. So I'm gonna take your leave now. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend ahead. Lots of love, as always, to all of you. I'm just gonna close the class with one chant of Om. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Okay, I don't know how to. Right, end the video. In this, but I'm not really understanding. Okay.